What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Metaphorically Slutty. This is your host, Daisy, with another one. Hope you guys are doing well. It is July the 3rd, 2024. It is 4:53 right now. So, thanks for joining me. If this is your first time joining this channel, thanks for tuning in. If you've been here before, what's going on? I'm glad that you have returned. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out the way, I am still doing my musical channeling series. It's just where I'm at for now. So, if you have been following the podcast that I have that is on Spotify, it's the same name, Metaphorically Slutty. And or following this YouTube channel. I think I've been doing these series for about a month or a month and a half now, I think, something like that. You would have noticed that I've been channeling music as a timeless message, a timeless collective message. Hopefully you guys can hear me because I got some frequencies playing in the background. So this is one of the another episode of that series of the channeling the musical messages. This song has been coming to me. I've been channeling messages from this song since sometime last year, and it's funny how it's kind of come full circle. I did not know why I was getting so many messages from this song, or why it was touching such a nerve for me. And every time I listen to a song that I'm channeling, depending on the time and space that I'm in, I will channel different messages. Sometimes it'll come back to the same messages. Sometimes it'll be new information that'll wound up bringing me to the initial message that I received. And sometimes usually it happens that way. I was about to say sometimes it's a totally different message, but no, not really. It usually comes back full circle. So we'll see how this turns out with this song. But the artist is Harry Styles, and the song is Sign of the Times. So let's get into it. Verse 1. It says, by the way, before I even get started again, I'm not, right now, I'm only doing collective readings, so if anybody reaches out to you saying otherwise, that's not true, because right now I am solely performing collective readings at the moment. That may change, who knows, but right now I am being called to do personal readings, so yeah. Channel readings. I channel only from Divine Light. Depending on which cosmic team or collective comes through, I'll put it in the description box which cosmic team has come through when I channel these messages. Speaking of that, hold on one second. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're back. So, obviously, there must be a collective because they just had me to cleanse again. After I've just been doing like a ton of cleansing. So So, verse 1, Harry Styles, End of the Times. It says, just stop your crying, it's a sign of the time. Welcome to the final show. I hope you're wearing your best clothes. You can bribe the door. This is funny. You can bribe the door on the way to the sky. The reason why I laughed is because, like always, this just reminded me of a dream that I had. But it didn't come to me until just now. Okay, so back to the song. You look pretty good down here, but you ain't really good. Okay, so let's go for the first verse. I was about to say Target, so I don't know if some people are shopping at Target right now. I don't know. There could be someone shopping at Target. There could be someone being targeted because I just heard Target. There could be someone who is fixed. I could be talking to fixed signs or someone who has began to realize what their passions are and is pivoting themselves towards achieving their goals. So whether you are beginning to write these goals down, affirm these goals, maybe do a vision board or something like that, I feel like you are creating space in time, or creating time in space where you are anchoring or targeting a goal with your energy. So infusing your goal with more of your energy, and it's building momentum is what I'm getting. Okay, so let's go. So it says, just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times. Welcome to the final show. I feel for these light workers that I'm speaking to, or for this collective that I'm speaking to. You may have been crying a lot, and you may have been crying because, okay, you may have been crying because you are recognizing that something is not what it was. Okay, and you may be in a position where you may be in a position where you were summoned into this space. Okay, you may not know how and why you got into this space. This could be you could have went backwards. You could have feel like you were going backwards and not forwards into a space, and you were just led into this space, and you were not clear as to why, and they're saying that was divinely orchestrated. You will be getting more information, but this happened for karmic reasons. So you because I used the word summoned, all right now. You could have somebody that is playing in your energy, You know what this feels like? This feels like if when because of the word summoning, that's the only reason why I'm entertaining that aspect. If someone played in your energy to get them closer to you, the only reason why that door was open was because you needed to go back to clear something out. And you may be in a position where you are recognizing some truths that you had inklings before, but you would no longer have any question in your mind about this person, this place, or this thing, because you are now getting confirmation. Okay, you're protected. They're saying. And so you could be mourning an idea of how things could have gone or how you wanted things to go. You could be mourning that idea. Some of y'all could have met somebody and moved in with them thinking that this was going to be your ticket out of a situation, and you wind up realizing that when you moved in with this person that they're not who you thought that they were. That's for some people. You could be seeing deers right now. You could be feeling like you are you move better at night. Maybe you work with the moon. Well, maybe you're on the schedule of the moon. Okay. You may even be called to align yourself with your mission now. I feel like that you're getting the call to step into your role or to answer the call. Don't ignore the call. And ignoring the calls means not taking time to connect with your spiritual team and not allowing yourself to be guided towards the next step in your process. So if you're moving fast, and not taking time to connect with your spirit team, to connect to your purpose, or to connect to expanding your spirituality, that could be a way that you're ignoring the call. And that could prevent you from seeing things in a way that will unbound you from handling things, unbound you from an old way of looking at things, because the old way of looking at things could connect you to it even more by taking certain impulsive actions that would not be for your greater good. And they're saying if you connect with your spirit team will encourage you, support you, and advise you on the proper steps to take as you are relinquishing yourself from the residual energy of what is phasing out. But whatever this is that is phasing out is trying to hold on. So there's a new, this makes so much, there's a new cycle being ushered in. And y'all know we just had that not had that on the BET Awards. I don't watch it, but of course it was all on social media. So I caught a few performances like online. It was a tribute to Usher, and this reminds me of the feminine energy ushering in the new age, because there was mostly, besides one male, that was all women that did a tribute to Usher. So you could be, with this crying, you could be more in touch with your feminine energy at this point. And you're getting in touch with your intuition more and trust. You've built a solid foundation with your intuition, with your new self. This feels like another step in your own revolution, your personal revolution. It says, I hope you're wearing your best clothes. You can't bribe the door on your way to the sky. There's no lying about where you are on your journey. You cannot lie to the universe. I said this before. You cannot lie to the universe. And if some people can be so fixed on not repeating a cycle that they wound up running away from what they need to see about themselves that needs to be faced before they're able to get the keys, to learn how to know how to utilize the key to open up the door to the next chapter. And usually this has something to do with your heart chakra and heart work. So you may have been seeing pink flamingos. You may be seeing the color pink. You may have been seeing the bird or the animal flamingo. You could be feeling like it's time for you to settle down, but you're settling down with yourself right now. They're asking for you to drink more water. Because you're not going to be able to lie to the universe. So there's no running here. So you're not going to be able to pay the Pied Piper to get escorted in, or you'll just get, that's almost like not having respect for the doorman, not having respect for the man at the crossroads, not having respect for the man at the crossroads is the intermediary, or he like mediates the in between. He's the connection from the spiritual realm to the physical realm. So how you're able to distinguish the language of the spiritual realm and apply it to the physical realm, this person is someone that you need to get to know or to build a relationship with. However that deity shows up in your pantheon of deities or angels. So you could be seeing the colors red and black, or red and white. Okay. You may have just went from dark to light. You may have been in the dark about some things. Okay, so at this part of the song, the last couple lines, it says, you look pretty good down here, but you ain't really good. So you could have been in the dark about some things that could have represented the red and black that I'm seeing. You were clearing out your root chakra. So there were, I just felt like I've been dipped in water, and that feeling that you get in your nose when water has gotten through in your nose and your nostrils and like hit the back of your throat, the top of your throat, or the roof of your mouth. So I don't know if someone's been swimming or drinking a lot. If you have, this message may be for you. or something is clearing out. Is clearing out. Back to what I was saying. You may have been in the dark about some things, but something is clearing out, and you may even have become more sensitive in your nose and your smell. You may can smell what the rock is. Oh man, you may can smell something cooking. You may can smell your victory coming. You may can smell BS. You may can smell it. You making your nose is so sensitive right now to where you can sense things when they are off. You can sense when things are on. You can sense things. Okay, that's enough. I was about to continue repeating that over and over and over again. So you may have been trying to get comfortable in uncomfortable parts of yourself or in uncomfortable situations because that's what you were used to doing. You may have gone through a lot of crap where you've had to adapt to situations that were really tough and not necessarily what suited you, but what you had to deal with to get to be a stepping stone to your next point on your journey. And they're saying now you are in a space where you are able to choose, where you are able to co-create with the universe. You might be in your North Node. Okay, so the chorus. If we never learn we've been here before, why are we always stuck and running from the bullet? Oh my goodness. We never learn we've been here before. Why are we always stuck and running from your bullets? A bullet. Okay. Here we go. When I said initially or starting off this message that you may feel like that you were going backwards, is because this karmic tie that you may be in right now is beyond this. Yeah, you're going back in this dimension, but this is something that has been going on beyond this timeline and dimension. You may have been seeing this person in dreams, or let's just say if it's a situation. You may have been seeing you yourself in this sort of situation and circumstance in your dream, where it felt so familiar, like it mirrored something in your waking state. You may have been feeling strong bouts of deja vu and not sure of how to move in a situations, but learning to surrender. You could be going through surrendering to your intuition or to your higher self. You could be seeing a lot of lavender, a lot of purple, the color indigo. And you have been avoiding this change for some time. I'm feeling like this change has been long overdue. But what we do sometimes is we'll run from seeing the truth for what it really is, because who wants to leave out of a comfort zone and move into a new side of ourselves that we're not accustomed to? Some people will do it initially. Some people, they will have to get tired of going through a cycle where they're not themselves, where they're not happy, where they don't feel like they're truly are in touch with their soul or in touch with who they are truly beyond any of the mask that they have accumulated on their journey. Sometimes it takes a while for a person to really get tired. And that may be the case for some of you. You have gotten tired. And for some, you may have learned from other people experiences and was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to scar myself too much. I'm not gonna make a wound into a scar. I'm gonna just learn from it and move forward. And if you're that being, kudos to you. But kudos to all of you, actually. Okay. Let's see. So that was the pre-chorus. And then the chorus goes, just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times. We gotta get away from here. We gotta get away from here. Just stop your crying, it'll be alright. They told me that the end is near. We gotta get away from here. Someone is going through a major ending. And I feel like within the next 2 days, this is a timeless reading, but probably from the next 2 days from this day, which means that the number 3 is prevalent, maybe even 4 days, there's going to be a sudden turn of events that's going to put you in a position where what you've been praying for, you may have been seeing the numbers 5 and 2, the number combination 5 and 2, which means that you are experiencing, this is within a new level of freedom. You are cutting cords and relinquishing yourself from chains of your mind. You are different. There's a sense of, not you're invincible, but you are tapped into an energetic realm of frequency where it's divine love. You may be even in a space where you are allowing your love to be left for other people to decide what it is. Like, some people may decide, oh my God, this person's a loving person, I want this kind of energy around me. Some people may decide, oh my goodness, this is a loving energy, let me just take advantage of this person. Some people may say, oh my God, this is loving energy, this person must be naive. Some people may say, oh my God, this is a loving person, this is so genuine, this must be an earth angel, how do I learn from this person? I feel like that you are no longer fighting to be seen. You're just letting your actions and your words demonstrate who you are, and how people take that and what people do with that, you're totally leaving that up to them. You are not trying to convince anyone of where you're coming from. You're focused on you and your love language and establishing what that is to you in this new phase in your life. And I feel like this crying that you're doing is making way, is clearing the space, is some sort of cleansing ritual that you are allowing yourself to do and be, and it's switching gears. It's switching the gears of how you how and what you think about vulnerability and how it relates to you. You're changing the script. You're directing. Okay, so there's a reading I did on here. I think it's on here. Yeah, it's called The Director. I'm trying to think, is it on here or is it on the podcast? I think it's on here. It's called The Director. Maybe you should check that one out. You are elevating from the bottom, because of what you've cleared, you may have done some major clearing with your root chakra, the color red, that you are now learning to see your trials from a higher ground, a higher perspective. Because even in the video, there's a part of the video where he starts to float. And to me, that signifies that you are objectively looking at your life. You are viewing your emotions objectively. You're not succumbing to your emotions. You're not being impulsive. You're being more generous with compassion. You are generating more generosity and gratitude. And they're asking for you to be more thankful for that space that you're in. You have passed many tests in this phase that is going to propel you forward quick. Some of y'all, I don't know why I was about to say thicker than a snicker. I don't know if some of y'all been gaining weight, but it look good. Toning up in your weight gain or something. That's somebody. Verse 2. Just stop your crying, have the time of your life. You're going to have to smile through this. I don't know. You're going to have to smile through this, baby. You're going to have to smile through this. You're going to have to find something to be happy about, even though around you it seems like the world is going mad. The sky is falling. There is death in the air. There is violence everywhere you turn. There is vampiric spirits that are looking for blood. Okay, protect yourself, because they are looking for blood. That's probably one of the most viral things, is that when you're vibrating in a lower vibrational space or frequency, you're prone to lower vibrational entities that they specialize in trickery and manipulation and taking over people's identities and bodies and snatching bodies and stuff like that. So there could be a situation where you're recognizing that people around you are succumbing to negative energies that have been trying to stop you in your growth, your evolution on your spiritual journey beyond this timeline, because they are entertaining demons unknowingly, because they are entertaining lower vibrational thoughts. They're not growing and cleansing and healing themselves. They keep putting it on standby, and the more they keep on putting their healing on standby, they're putting their soul on standby, and for somebody else to grab it. So that could be for somebody and some people that's around you. I'm getting. Okay. So breaking through the atmosphere. Okay. So you are beyond the script. Y'all should know what the script is. When I say script, that means the Magitrix. Okay? The magic tricks. Get it? So you're breaking out of that. And you may have you got to be seeing where who you thought you were, you're not. You've been doing a lot of people pleasing, and I feel like people have been stealing parts of you off of you. So you may have people that admire you that also want to be you and doesn't and hate you at the same time because they don't understand you, but they're trying to take parts of you and blend it within themselves to create a false identity of you. Because they couldn't imagine doing the work. They almost, it's like they want to eat and don't do the dishes, right? That was in a song Solange did. They want to sit at the table but not do the work. They want to be recognized. They want to get the part where if people are clapping for you, you mention their name too when they get accolades and recognition for something they didn't do. But they may be used to putting up facades to make it seem like they're doing something that they really not doing, or their heart isn't in the right place. And I think you can see beyond that now, because you're seeing beyond your mask. So if you can see beyond your mask, then you got to be able to see beyond other people's facades and them trying to create mirages around you, and you like, okay, cool. You're just allowing everybody to show their hand to you. Even the ones that think they're not showing their hand, they're showing their hand, because you already know based on the love language that you give out and that you are and that you've established. If they're not meeting that love language, you know something's not right with it. And it doesn't mean that they're like the worst person in the world. Just means that it's not matching up anymore. Like something does not match, something does not add up for you anymore, and you're beginning to question that. And through you questioning that, I see that there are people stalking and watching you. I just seen a gnat. I just want to throw that in there. It's okay though, you're protected. And if you're not, you're not. But if somebody's been wondering about that, then yeah, you are protected though. If you've been wondering, like, I feel like somebody's a little nervous about this. I don't know if you were this commodity, this energetic plug-in for people, or people got they juice from you because maybe you didn't realize you had the juice, but they realized that you have the juice. And maybe you were putting a lot of energy into other people before yourself, and now you're doing the opposite. And because of that, they may be running into more issues than they may be they're running into more issues where they have to sit in their issues, and they're not solving their issues as well because you're not giving them your energy like you did before. To sweeten their ride. And you're recognizing that. You recognizing this because your connection with the Most High and your spirit team. The Most High is your spirit team. Extensions of it. I just said the same thing twice. And because of your connection, you're recognizing what's for you and what's not for you. You're taking back your power. And by you putting more of your energy into you and into your spirituality, your own personal evolution, is diminishing a timeline where you were a NPC to now you're a main character. And I think it's putting, not even the thing, I know it's making people, some people around you that you put on a certain pedestal, they're now, they license have been revoked. They don't get all of the benefits that came with the membership anymore. You may be establishing, not you may be, you are establishing new boundaries. I'm talking to a collective who know they establishing boundaries. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because you're no longer running from, I feel like you've been running for so long from seeing the truth, not knowing that this truth was going to set you free. And you also didn't know how much this truth was being hidden from you intentionally. And I think that's where you're like, wow. On to the bridge of the song. We're at the bridge now. It says, we don't talk enough. We should open up before it's all too much. Will we ever learn? We've been here before. It's just what we know. Yeah. Some got to be released. Because you're releasing yourself. And I see that whatever you got, some major something gonna happen fast. It's the turnover gonna be fast. I'm gonna put it like that. If you're anticipating it being long and nope, I think that's why you're going through what you're going through now. You get it all out the way so it can be a boom, boom, boom when it happens. Boom, boom, boom. And I don't know what that. Like I said, it's July the 3rd. I don't know if these fireworks is significant with this rainbow. There's something about a rainbow. You could have been seeing lots of rainbows. And maybe you being carried by a rainbow deity, by a rainbow energy. And you're opening up to your, there's a your hidden self is coming out. There's a part of you that you hide that I feel like is coming out, that maybe you thought was weird, or maybe you thought you didn't want people to see this part of you, or maybe you thought this is a personal aspect of you and you don't want to share this with certain people. I feel like you're becoming more comfortable with that aspect of yourself. Maybe it's like communing with spirits. And you're not being shy about you having a strong connection with the spiritual realm. You may talk to them more out loud. You may, I don't know, maybe you sing more than you used to out loud. Maybe you're stepping out of your own shadow because you're learning. Something may be freaking you out about how how many times you may have gone through this cycle, or how familiar it is. And maybe you're just overthinking it, like, oh my God, how many times have I done this? When really it's like, because you're in the present moment. Okay, so that's what I'm getting to. You're learning to not be in the past. You're learning to not be in the future. You're learning to be in the present moment. And each time you ground yourself in the present moment, you're no longer running. You're no longer trying to get to anything. You're just there. And when you're actually there, you get to see all these things. And for people who are still running, trying to get to the next thing, trying to get to the next things, and not practicing what presence is, the true notion, the true essence of what the present is. Because you can't lie about what you're doing to the spiritual realm. I told you that in the beginning. So you being honest about your walk and you being present, it's almost like There's shit storms going on all around you. And you're seeing, okay, I see where you've participated. I see where a part you played in this. I see the part you played in this. And you are just gliding and not letting anything bother you, because you know that you're in this bubble of protection, of love. So you have to continue acknowledging and practicing on strengthening that muscle of love, because that's your ticket. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And you being in a present moment is opening up these doors, because your heart is pure, and that has been your prayer, for your heart to be pure. And your ancestors is like, yeah, this is the one. Your higher self is like, yeah, this is the one. This is the one. He got it. She got it. You are stepping into your emperor empress role. And the outro goes, stop your crime, baby. It's the sign of the times. We gotta get away. We gotta get away. We gotta get away. We gotta get away. We gotta. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna easily relinquish itself. Try not to even overthink how it's gonna go, the way it's gonna. Just allow it to be. And surrender. And you're doing a phenomenal job. So I think that's it for Mr. Harry Styles' Sign of the Times. I think my comments are open. If you guys, I don't know, I may close them. So hope this helps in some sort of way. Continue to cleanse and anchor yourself in love and peace, and allow it to come to you. And know that you're always protected. Until next time, kiss, kiss.